as of yet, the scope is not exactly totally defined, and we have no financial issues to sort out. So in the meantime, we went ahead and met the road motorable, and that's why we clarified. We're about 26 kilometres done already from here to Provo, and then we started in Santa and did a few kilometres in the worst areas.
Yes, clarifying contributes to amount of work done. What percentage in your view have you done after clarifying?
Well, the scope of work has yet to be clarified exactly, so we cannot say, but we're talking about a couple of percent.
And engineer, they said you have to fix the scope of work.
We haven't. The scope of work, yes, we have, because we have received a proposal that is based.
Is it a design and build?
This one is a yellow book.
What is the characteristic of a yellow book that you design for them?
No, it's a design and build. So
I said, is it a design and build?
Yes.
You said no, it's a yellow book.
No, I said yes, it's a yellow book.
So why design and build?
Honorable, we received a proposal from them on this project that came with some parameters. So that defined what the intervention, which is the design book. What we have done is a confirmation. So the FWD that we have run to check the data and what we did to confirm. And so when he said we haven't fixed the cost yet, because in the design book, what it is that when they bring the proposal and it's accepted, then after the design is fully accepted, they have to bring what for the cost breakdown. And
so what was the $58 million about?
It was based on the proposal they submitted, based on their anticipation.
What did you sign the contract with? Which figure did you sign the contract with?
The 800 million.
So is it good practice to sign contracts with an amount when you don't know what you are going to do? When you are not sure of what you are going to do?
Honorable, for the design build contracts, when they submit a proposal, it's assessed. The assessment is based on the total engineering principles. So we look at what they have proposed, we do our checks. Under normal circumstances, we should have had some level of visibility to have an idea about the range of cost. That is what should be the normal procedure. The other way around is that the moment they bring, you can do a confirmatory test on their proposal.
Was the justification for design and build instead of going traditional? Because I didn't see anything on the road which means that it's going to be cut off or emergency, that you need to take immediate action. Because out of the 100,000 kilometers that is under the ministry, then almost each one of them qualify to be a design and build. So what qualifies one to be a design and build?
I think this project, if my memory serves me right, there was a shortcutting earlier. But you know, what happened was that there was a demand from the community for this road.
Tomorrow morning, the people applying the 100,000 kilometers demand I should go and do shortcutting 100,000 kilometers and make all of them design and build.
No, so at the time the decisions were taken. I think the decision was that okay.
I know it's not your fault.
Yes.
You are trying to justify somebody's recklessness in terms of award of contracts, because this is not sustainable. It's not sustainable in terms of simple things that engineers have been trained to do. We basically take a back seat, and many contractors create their project, put them under their armpit, bring it to you, and you approve it. I'm not talking about the contract, because that is the trend. That is the trend, and it's the reason we have such a huge commitment on the road sector. Some of them without even any commencement certificate. The finance minister is not even aware that he need to find the money, because it was just between you, that is me, the ministry, and the developer, and that is going to stop. We're going to have to be sustainable in the way we procure. Every road, I agree, is necessary, but we need to be able to pay for the contract we award as well. So I get it. Yes, it's a very terrible road, just like the many terrible roads I see around the country. In fact, I have seen extremely terrible ones, but all of them have to be worked on, and I agree. But so we are 2 months, 3 months into the year. Have you scheduled a meeting? They are already committed spending on site. What's
we're supposed to schedule within the week, and we had to, because we're supposed to come for their takeover, and then we would have done this, that also this one, but then it clashed with this meeting. So
so the 48 months, obviously, for 80 kilometers, don't even think about it. Nobody is going to do this work for 48 months because it is unjustified. Even if it's a multi-year, is it phased or scoped in such a way that they can only do a certain amount of work in a year? Is that what has been done?
What came with the commencement warrant, they gave us the first year expenditure of 200 million. That was for 2024.
And what is that supposed to do?
As in work.
You see, the scarifying they've done. If the rains come, whatever is left on the surface is going to be washed off. So if the idea is that scarify as part of the phase for this year, it's not a prudent way of managing the project. Unless you say it's 80 kilometers divided by 4, you do 20 kilometers fully done in a year. That is more prudent than to say scarify 30 kilometers and that's when you find money, you do that one. That will not be sustainable. So you need to firm up exactly what you want the contractor to do, because it's your job to tell them how you want them to handle it. And I will say that if it's 80 kilometers, if they need to do it 20 kilometers completed in a year, that's what it should be. Then we know that we have saved that investment that has been done, instead of what we have across the country where people have gone to open up roads. Some places it's just a matter of spot improvement, but they've gone to scarify the whole place and leave the people in the dust, which is not very reasonable. So yes, it's not. So please firm up exactly what you want to do with them, and then we can hold them accountable to that, and hopefully we'll find the money and pay them.
Okay.
Yes, hopefully, because that is the reality. If we owe contractors today 21 billion Ghana cedi, and projects on site, I'm not even sure this one is included, 105 billion Ghana cedi. And some people were dancing on the street saying that year of road. It's annoying actually. That is at the peak of recklessness in terms of management of the resources of the country. At the same time, we have contracted a debt of over 730 billion Ghana cedi in terms of our national debt. And where is the road? Where is the road? What did we use that money for? Where are the completed roads? Anyway, I'm talking to the wrong people in terms of this question.
No, Minister, the Ghanaians will hear.
Yes.
They need to, because everywhere,
Yes.
all about 500 kilometers you've done today, no good road. So
I mean, cashew, everything is coming from this area. So you'd have thought that this would have been a priority. I'm not even worried about connecting with Ivorian from this end, because for me that is we take care of ourselves before thinking about who wants to come from Ivory Coast to. That is not our priority. The priority is the farmers, cashew, all those people commuting amongst ourselves first. Anyway, in any case, you can't award projects the way we award projects here. That is not what is done in Ivory Coast anyway. We are supposed to be richer than them. It was only just last 4 or 5 years that their GDP is surpassing ours, that their rice production is bigger than ours, that they are beating us in terms of cocoa production. So now we are doing catch up with Cote d'Ivoire. Unacceptable. That is not what it used to be. We used to manage our economy better than them. Today we are learning from them. Anyway. So the contractor didn't say much. I think